You have been walking every single day, and your hands are still cold. Your feet are still numb by evening. You still wake up with that heavy, dull ache in your legs. You did everything right. And your circulation is still failing you. Here is the truth nobody told you. Walking is good for your heart. But walking was never designed to fix what happened to your blood vessels after 50, and until you understand what actually changed inside those vessels, you will keep walking every day and wondering why nothing is getting better. Stay with me. Because what I am about to show you changed everything for women who spent years doing all the right things and still felt cold, heavy, and tired in their own body. So, let us start with what walking actually does inside your body. When you walk, your heart beats faster. Your heart pumps more blood through your system. Your muscles get more oxygen. That is real. That is genuine. Walking does all of that. But here is what walking cannot do. Walking cannot change the condition of your blood vessel walls. And after 50, those walls are the real problem. Think about a garden hose that has been sitting outside for 10 years. The outside looks fine. But inside, the walls have stiffened. Mineral deposits have built up along the inner surface. The opening that water flows through has narrowed. You can turn the tap on full pressure, more water going in, but the flow coming out the other end is still restricted. That is exactly what is happening inside your blood vessels right now. Walking turns up the pressure, but the walls are still stiff. The opening is still narrowed, and the blood still cannot reach the places it needs to go. Your cold hands, your numb feet, your heavy aching legs by evening, not because your heart is not working hard enough. Because the vessels carrying that blood have changed, and walking alone cannot change them back. So what actually changed inside your blood vessels after 50? Two things happened simultaneously, and most women never find out about either one. The first thing, your blood vessel walls began stiffening. When you were younger, your blood vessels were elastic. They expanded when blood rushed through them. They contracted when flow slowed down. They responded. They adapted. They flexed. After 50, a protein called collagen starts accumulating inside the vessel walls. Too much collagen makes them rigid. They stop flexing the way they used to. They lose their ability to respond to the blood rushing through them. So blood that used to travel easily through flexible, responsive vessels now has to force its way through walls that barely move. That forcing is what causes the pressure. That restricted flow is what causes the coldness in your extremities. That is your hands at night, your feet, your legs. Blood working hard to get through vessels that stopped cooperating. The second thing, your body significantly reduced its production of something called nitric oxide. Nitric oxide is a molecule your body produces naturally, and its entire job is to signal the walls of your blood vessels to relax and open. When nitric oxide signals, vessels widen. Blood flows freely. Oxygen reaches your fingers, your toes, your brain, your organs. After 50, nitric oxide production drops by as much as 50% compared to what your body produced at 30, and here is what makes this critical. Walking stimulates nitric oxide production, but only slightly, and only temporarily. The moment you stop walking, the effect fades. Your vessels get a brief window of better flow, then return to the restricted, stiffened state they were in before. That is why you feel better during a walk and worse again 2 hours later. Walking gives you a temporary visitor. What your blood vessels need is a permanent resident now. Here is what actually works. And I want you to pay very close attention here, because this is the part most women never find out. Your blood vessels have a thin inner lining called the endothelium. This lining is where nitric oxide is produced. This lining is what controls whether your vessels relax or stay stiff. This lining is the difference between circulation that works and circulation that fails. And this lining responds directly to what you eat, not to how far you walk, not to how long you exercise, to what you feed it. Every single morning, before you do anything else, there are specific compounds your endothelium needs to produce nitric oxide consistently throughout the day, not just during exercise, all day, while you are sitting, while you are sleeping, while you are going about your life. And most women over 50 are eating almost none of them. The first compound is dietary nitrates. Your endothelium takes dietary nitrates from food and converts them directly into nitric oxide. The most powerful sources are dark leafy greens, spinach, arugula, beetroot, and most women over 50 eat almost none of these before noon. A study published in the Journal of the American Heart Association found that women who consumed nitrate-rich foods daily had blood vessel flexibility scores 21% higher than those who did not, regardless of how much they exercised. 21%. From food alone, not from walking more. The second compound is L-citrulline. L-citrulline is an amino acid that your body converts into arginine, and arginine is the raw material your endothelium uses to manufacture nitric oxide. The richest natural source is watermelon, specifically the white rind that almost everyone throws away. A study from Florida State University gave women L-citrulline daily for 6 weeks. Aortic blood pressure dropped by up to 15 points systolic, not from medication, not from more exercise. From one specific compound, most women are throwing in the bin every summer. The third compound is the one that shocked researchers when they found it, and it is the one that makes everything else work properly. Vitamin C, not the supplement. The form found in whole fresh fruit, specifically kiwi, citrus, and bell peppers. Here is why this matters so much. Nitric oxide is fragile. The moment your body produces it, free radicals attack it. Free radical damage is significantly higher after 50 because your body's antioxidant defenses have weakened with age. Free radicals destroy nitric oxide before it can reach your vessel walls, before it can signal them to relax, before it can do the one job it exists to do. Vitamin C from whole food sources neutralizes those free radicals. It protects the nitric oxide your body just produced. It gives it enough time to reach your vessel walls and do its job. A study published in Circulation, one of the most respected cardiovascular journals in the world, found that vitamin C supplementation improved endothelial function by 19% in women with impaired circulation. But here is what the same researchers found that almost nobody talks about. When vitamin C was combined with dietary nitrates, the improvement was not 19%. It was 34%, because vitamin C was not just doing its own job. It was protecting and amplifying the nitric oxide the nitrates were producing. Two compounds, working together. Producing results neither could achieve alone. Now here is the part that is going to make you rethink your morning. There is one specific daily habit most women over 50 are doing right now that is actively destroying their nitric oxide production before breakfast even arrives. Using antibacterial mouthwash. This is not a small effect. A study published in the journal Free Radical Biology and Medicine found that using antibacterial mouthwash twice daily reduced nitric oxide availability by 25% within just 3 days. Here is why. The conversion of dietary nitrates into nitric oxide does not happen in your stomach. It starts in your mouth. Specific bacteria that live on your tongue take the nitrates from your food and convert them into nitrites, the first step of the process. Antibacterial mouthwash kills those bacteria indiscriminately. It does not just kill the bad bacteria. It kills the nitric oxide-producing bacteria your circulation depends on. So the woman who walks every morning, eats her greens, takes her supplements, and then rinses with antibacterial mouthwash, is actively undoing a significant portion of her own effort before the day even begins. Switch to a non-antibacterial rinse, or simply brush without rinsing with mouthwash. This one change alone has been shown to meaningfully improve nitric oxide conversion within 1 week. Here is the complete picture. Walking is not the enemy. Walking is valuable, and you should keep doing it. But walking was never the solution to what actually changed inside your blood vessels. After 50, your vessel walls stiffened. Your nitric oxide production dropped by half. And every morning you may have been using something that was actively preventing what little nitric oxide you were producing from working properly. 3 specific compounds, dietary nitrates from dark leafy greens, L-citrulline from watermelon rind, and whole food vitamin C. Feed your endothelium what it needs to produce nitric oxide consistently throughout the entire day. Not just during a walk, all day, while you live your life. That is what actually works. Always speak with your healthcare provider before making any changes to your diet or health routine. One question before you go. How long have you been dealing with cold hands or poor circulation? And have you ever been told it was just part of aging? Tell me in the comments right now. If a woman in your life has been walking every day and still struggling, send this to her today. She deserves to know what is actually going on inside her body. Subscribe to Better Life Daily. Every week, real answers about what is happening inside your body after 50 in plain, simple language. Your blood vessels have not given up on you. They have been waiting for the right information. Start tomorrow morning. See you in the next one.